We also offer latest broadcast equipment for rent, all at affordable prices. Tune in to ACNN TV via any free-to-air decoder with the following installation parameters: Intelsat 20 satellite with tuning frequency 12562 MHz, symbol rate 30 Mbps, orbital position 68.5 degree east, and horizontal polarization. You can also keep in touch with episodes of our programs via these social media platforms. For inquiries, please call 070-3265-6544 or mail us via inquiries@acnntv.com. ACNN, reaching the world with the undiluted Word of God.
Welcome to News Update on ACNN TV. President Muhammadu Buhari has directed the Nigerian Armed Forces and law enforcement agencies to ensure that no group or individual is allowed to stimulate anarchy and chaos in Anambra State. According to the president, peace must be maintained in Anambra, even if it requires dominating the state ahead of the governorship election scheduled for November 6. The National Security Advisor NSA Babagana Mongonu disclosed this after a security meeting presided by President Buhari at the State House. He explained that the president gave the injunction because the implications of sabotage by non-state actors on the Anambra poll would set a dangerous precedent for future elections in the country. The Convention Screening Committee of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has cleared 27 candidates to participate in the party's forthcoming national convention. While one of the aspirants dropped out of the race, 3 other candidates were disqualified for taking the party to court. Chairman of the Convention Organizing Committee, Governor Ahmadu Fintiri, disclosed this at the party's headquarters in Abuja. He revealed that the screening committee, led by a former Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Mohammed Adoke, has submitted its report. Among the disqualified aspirants is a lawyer, Okemo Aro, who is seeking election into the office of the PDP National Secretary. Others are Dr. Olafeso Oniola and Professor Adewale Oladipo, who seek to become the party's National Publicity Secretary and Deputy National Chairman South, respectively. This followed the screening of 33 candidates seeking election into the office of the National Chairman and other various positions ahead of the party's national convention. Meanwhile, the PDP has unveiled the logo and promotional materials for its 2021 national convention scheduled to take place on October 30 and 31. The logo with the inscription, "Come, let's rescue Nigeria together," is designed with an umbrella providing cover for a sketch of the Nigerian map. And on the foreign scene, President Joe Biden said the U.S. would defend Taiwan if China attacked, in an apparent departure from a long-held U.S. foreign policy position. But a White House spokesman later told some U.S. media outlets that his remarks did not signify a change in policy. Report says the U.S. has a law which requires it to help Taiwan defend itself, but it pursues a policy of strategy ambiguity, where it is deliberately vague about what it will actually do if China were to attack Taiwan. China is yet to respond to Mr. Biden's comments. Meanwhile, Biden added there was no need to worry about whether they are going to be more powerful because China, Russia, and the rest of the world knows we are the most powerful military in the history of the world. Still on the foreign scene, Barbados has elected its first ever president as it prepares to become a republic, removing Queen Elizabeth as head of state. Dame Sandra Mersin, 72, is set to be sworn in on 30 November, which will mark the country's 55th anniversary of independence from Britain. The first woman to serve on the Barbados Court of Appeals, Dame Sandra, has been Governor General since 2018. The government announced the plan to move to a republic status last year. The historic election came after a joint session of the House of Assembly and the Senate, as Prime Minister Mia Mottley described the vote as a seminal moment for the nation. With a population of about 285,000, Barbados is one of the more populous and prosperous Caribbean islands. Once heavily dependent on sugar exports, its economy has diversified into tourism and finance. And now to sport. Mikel Arteta believes Alexandre Lacazette's attitude to playing for Arsenal will be unaffected by the doubts surrounding the France striker's future at the Premier League club. Lacazette's contract expires at the end of the current campaign, with Arteta saying anything is possible when it comes to the 30-year-old forward signing a new deal. Lacazette, free to speak to foreign clubs from January, has played just 72 minutes of Premier League football this season, but he came off the bench to grab a last-gasp equalizer in Monday's 2-2 draw with Crystal Palace. Now he will be pressing for a start when Arsenal face Aston Villa at the Emirates on Friday. And although the Gunners have yet to make him a new offer, Arteta expects Lacazette to maintain his standards on behalf of the North London side. And that is it on the news update. Thanks for joining us on ACNN News Updates this afternoon. Do join us again for news on the hour. I am Rachel Ibunu.